Welcome to my sacred space, beautiful soul, and thank you so much for being here. It is truly a pleasure to read for you, and as you can see, tonight's setup is a little bit different, and the reason for that is because I do want to make this as solemn as possible, because I will be attempting to connect to your essence tonight, or to your soul, to find out what is it yearning for in this lifetime, or to find out its purpose. So basically, we will connect to your soul and give it the platform to speak up. Alright, before we proceed with the readings, I would like to ask you to please do some breathing exercises with me. So please close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths. As you breathe in, hold it in, and imagine white light permeating your space. Imagine a beautiful white light that is hovering by your feet. And as it goes up, please continue breathing. As it goes up to your legs, imagine the light changing its color. What color are you seeing? Know that the color that you are seeing is the perfect color for you right now. As you allow the light to travel all the way up to your torso, and as it covers your arms, breathe deeply and imagine all stress, all negativity, all tension filling up your lungs. And as you exhale, imagine that everything is also being drawn out. Now the light is already traveling up to your neck, and it is now covering your head. Take a few deep breaths while you are maintaining the image of this bright light with the color that you have chosen. Now imagine yourself at peace, and we shall begin. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me in that quick breathing exercise. I hope it helped you in some sort of way, and I hope your head is a little clearer so that we can easily tap into your energy, and it would be easier for you as well to select your crystal. Before we do that, please be reminded that all of the readings that I have on my channel are timeless. So know that when you click on this video, that is when Spirit is guiding you to watch this, because there is a message here for you. Second, these are general, so only take what resonates with you and your situation and leave the rest behind. Your intuition and your discernment will guide you to receive the right messages for you. Lastly, as a form of like an energy exchange between you and I would like to ask you to please use your intuition in selecting the crystals. That way, your intuition will work with mine and we will get a more accurate reading. So, for group number 1, we have this Angelite. Group number 2, we have Amazonite. And group number 3, we have this Rose Quartz. Once you are ready, we are going to proceed with your readings. Welcome, beautiful souls who selected the Angelite crystal. This is going to be your reading. Welcome, welcome, and I appreciate your presence. Thank you so much for being here. Angels and spirit guides, I am truly grateful for your presence, for your protection, and for your guidance. Can you please help me connect into the Akashic Records to read for group number 1 and to find out what their soul or their essence would like them to know right now. And the purpose of aiding them in their journey. Thank you so much. We have perspective, trust, and direction. What is it that you are feeling right now? Are you experiencing some sort of like a change? Is there some sort of like a choice that needs to be made? The energy that is coming off is that you are on the fence about something, or you are questioning something, you are doubting something. It really involves a choice, and it really involves your mental clarity in order for you to move forward with the best solution. But apart from that, your soul is also urging you to consult it. Spirit is saying that your soul is reaffirming that they are available for you. Okay, your soul is there for you. The feeling in your gut, that is coming from your soul, and they just want to remind you to trust it. Most often than not, we use our mind and our heart, right? Whenever we make choices in life, it seems to be always just the mind and the heart. We often forget our soul, our intuition, our inborn compass. We all have it, and your spirit is just reminding you that it is there and it is available for you to use. Consult your higher being, your higher self, because they do have a different and higher perspective on things. Yes, it may seem, quite difficult, but you can meditate, you can think about it, you can do journaling, you can try to connect with them, and they can even connect with you while you sleep. Okay, because our higher selves only want the best for us. Okay, our higher selves, it's there for us, to help us, to lead us to the right direction. Imagine, I use this analogy quite often. Imagine yourself like being on a valley, and your higher self is on a mountain, and your higher self is telling you, go to the left, there is a bridge there, but don't take it, because there is another bridge like 10 meters after that, and you can use that bridge because that is a better route for you. And you will think, why not use the first bridge if it's already there? Well, you're not seeing what your higher self is seeing. Perhaps the bridge is broken. Perhaps there's a fire in the middle of that bridge. Perhaps there's a troll, there's a snake, there's danger. And your spirit guides, or your soul, is actually just directing you to take the most appropriate route for you to get to your destination. And it takes trust, okay? Know that your soul, your higher self, your essence has a different perspective on things, and it is always, always beneficial for you to connect to them so that you can be diverted to the right and proper direction for you, okay? Let's move on. Is there anything else that you would like to tell me? Please, spirits of group number 1. I'm truly, truly grateful for your presence, for your guidance, angels and spirit guides. Thank you so much. Oh my god! Whew. I am getting goosebumps. I am getting goosebumps. Wow. I swear, I am getting goosebumps. perspective. And like I said earlier, isn't it interesting that they depict the same image, right? I am getting emotional. Perhaps you're experiencing something that's I always use this in my analogy, and I seem to get it. It seems to be like a message from the collective, or a pressing situation from the collective. I feel like there is something right now that requires you to make a decision, that requires your final answer. There is something right now in your life that needs to be decided on. And most often than not, like I said, when something is so close to us, when something is just this close to us, we can't see anything, right? Because that thing is so close to us. Okay, my hands are so close that you can't see beyond it. You can't see the other avenues available for you. You can't see the other directions, the other roads, the other streets that are, available for you, because this is the only thing that you're seeing. You get so absorbed by this that you leave it, you breathe it. This is the only thing that you're seeing. And before you know it, your image is blocked. Your vision is blocked. And that's the reason why it is important for you to step away and have a higher perspective on things. And you can always consult your soul to give you that perspective, because it will never lead you astray. The none of this matters part is it's just reinforcing what I always say whenever I do my readings. When you get so close to a problem, it seems bigger than it actually is in real life. And similar to the analogy of, the hand being so close to your eyes that you're not seeing the situation clearly. You're not seeing things clearly because your image is partially blocked. Spirit has a better perspective on things. Your soul has that edge, and all you need to do is just trust, and it will lead you to the proper direction. The other card that flew out is Whale and Orca Elders. Share song frequency of sound diving deep. And I feel like this is just you trying to, how whales and orca, these animals, they use a different frequency when they communicate with each other. And I feel like, of course you cannot, it's not similar to just, calling a friend and asking your friend, hey, can you please, I'm getting goosebumps, can you please give me an advice? And your friend will just speak to you. This card is kind of like reminding me that, to remind you that how you connect to the spirit world is easily accessible, okay? Your soul is just there, it's within you. What you think, what you speak, it hears, it sees, alright? So you can easily connect to it. But for it to connect back to you, for it to share their wisdom or its wisdom to you, you need to listen deep, okay? The message can come to you in a dream, so pay attention to your dreams. The message can come to you, I don't know, in like a song that you keep on hearing, okay? It's not gonna come to you in the most obvious of ways, okay? So pay attention to the signs, okay? Anything else, please, angels and spirit guides? Anything else? Oof. Yeah, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? What was that choice? What is it that you need to decide on? What are the decisions? What are the options? Weigh the options. Use your heart, your mind, and your soul, definitely, in making the decision. Meditate on it, okay? If it's consuming your thoughts, it must be something important to you. And if it's something that important to you, it is also important for your soul and your higher self. Your higher self. So you need to consult them as well. Okay? Take a break. Life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. You could be overthinking. Okay? You could be sitting up at night trying to, weigh things, trying to kind of like sort out the information and make a decision. But sometimes all you need to do is consult your higher spirit or your soul or your ancestors. All of these are readily available to you, and all you need to do is just consult them. Make an effort to communicate with them. Alright? Take a break. Take a breather. Alright? Do not allow yourself to be overcome or filled with, so many different scenarios or so many different versions of the situation after you have decided. Allow yourself to find the time to relax, to breathe, because if your mind is clouded with all of those scenarios, you are inviting more, how do I say that, confusion to your mind. Okay? And then the last is cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Okay. This card is basically just reminding you to surrender, because what is happening to you right now is there. It's set on your path to help you find your way. Maybe it's sent to your way. Maybe this thing that you are kind of like deciding on, or this thing. What is this thing? Try to see everything from a different perspective. Okay, get a journal, write down. If I look at it from this person's point of view, if I look at it from, this point of view, then write them down and think, what is the common denominator, or what could I learn? What can I learn from this situation? Because these things that are sent to us are not sent to bother us, to make life hard for us, but these are sent to us to be lessons, okay? So know that it is happening for you, because Spirit is allowing you to grow. It's allowing you to get in touch to it, or it's inviting you to get in touch to it, okay? Trust, right? So that is what I have for you. Group number 1. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, please let me know in the comments section. Truly appreciate you being here and sending you love and light. Bye. Welcome, beautiful souls from group number 2 who selected the Amazonite crystal. This is going to be your reading. Tonight we are connecting to your soul, to your essence, to find out any pressing messages or anything that is yearning to convey to you. Kindly note that my readings are timeless, so whenever you find this video, that is when you're meant to receive this guidance, and these are also general, so only take what resonates with you, okay? Thank you so much, angels and spirit guides. I'm truly, truly grateful for your continuous presence and guidance. Can you please help me read for group number 2, please? Can you please connect to group number 2's essence to find out what they need to share to group number 2. Thank you so much. Perseverance, culmination, one more please. Boundaries. Okay. I feel like you experienced some sort of like a tower moment recently. The energy that I'm receiving is that you are being forced to set some boundaries for future relationships, future situations in your life, because you experienced something that is like a tower moment. Something crumbled, okay? Something was destroyed. Could be a relationship, could be romantic, could be, friendship, could be with your family, could be with your job. Take it how it resonates, but definitely something just in the recent past kind of like shook you to the core. And the reason for that is because you are such a beautiful person with a big, big heart. And sometimes you feel like setting boundaries is kind of like shutting other people out. You feel that once you set boundaries, you're being mean or you're being rude. You feel that when you do set some boundaries to other people, that you are making yourself unavailable to them, unavailable to extend your help to them, unavailable to share your love with them. But your soul is reminding you that that is not true. Boundaries are actually there to help you express love more, because you know why? When you do love yourself, you create boundaries, okay? When you love yourself, you protect yourself, and that's the reason why boundaries are important. When you exert self-love, you create boundaries. And when you have self-love, then what is in your cup that you're sharing with other people is just pure love, because you yourself is full. I'm sure you understand what I mean, okay? Perseverance is here as well to kind of like remind you that whatever ended and happened in the past, it is not the ending. It may be the ending of a chapter, okay, but the book is nowhere near done. There's going to be another chapter for you to start, for you to begin, for you. It's tabula rasa, okay? A new slate, a clean slate for you to write on, for you to create your story. And Spirit is saying that when you start writing your next story, ensure that you create boundaries for yourself. Your spirit is yearning for you to create boundaries because it doesn't want you to feel hurt again. It doesn't want you to experience the hurt and the pain that you experience from this thing, that recent thing kind of like fell apart. Your spirit is cheering you on to move forward. You know, it's kind of like fueling you. It's rooting for you to move forward, to have that perseverance in life, to create a new story for yourself, but one that is filled with self-love and, making sure that you find the strength to not only move forward but also to create boundaries. I feel like you create boundaries because you don't like hurting other people. But is it okay to hurt you? Because that's what you're doing. When you don't create boundaries, it is bound to hurt you. Okay? Anything else, Spirit? What does group number 2 soul want them to know? What is it that they want them to know, please? What is it that they want them to know, please? What is it that they want them to know? Thank you so much. Empathic Starseed. Energetic sovereignty, observing what's not yours. I'm gonna put this here because that alludes to boundaries. Perhaps you are an empath. Perhaps that's the reason why you attract, people who are in need of help. Maybe that's why they're drawn to you, because they know that they can, that they will be understood, okay, that their feelings will be felt, that you will be compassionate. that you will be loving and giving, but energetic sovereignty. Ensure that you are protected. This is just another way of saying create boundaries, okay? And my mind is blown away at how accurate, well, not accurate, but how the synchronicities of these readings are just so blatant right now. Avoid anything that's going to give you negative energy. As an empath, you should also learn to find ways to release these energies that are not yours, okay? Meditate, okay? Hold on to a black tourmaline or any crystals that will help you block energies that's not yours and help you prevent energy vampires from, draining you of energy, okay? Yeah. What else? What else? Remember? Whoa. Okay. Forge, don't follow. Oh my gosh. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Like I said earlier, create a new story, pave a new path. Whew. Thank you so much, my spirit guides and my angels, for guiding me on this reading. The synchronicity is just off the charts tonight. I just want to say that. So thank you so much, angels and spirit guides. As I was saying earlier, have the perseverance to create a new story for you. Have the perseverance to turn in a new leaf. Okay, a tabula rasa is available for you. It's readily available for you. And what do you need to do with that is you need to just create boundaries. But more than anything else, you need to take the first step to start walking onto that new path. New path. Create it. Create it. Do not follow. Whatever was happening in your life before, this energy, it's not working. So it's time for you to really forge a new path. Okay? Any last words of advice for group number 2, please? Any words of advice? Any messages from your soul, please? How can you mother yourself? What lights you up? One more. I feel like the Star Mother card. Wait, let me just, before I draw another card, I feel like this card is just reminding you that if there are some thoughts that are kind of like making you feel like you're not enough, or if you feel like the situation that has happened in the past is making you feel like you're not worthy, or perhaps there are just some thoughts that's kind of like bubbling up the surface. I am really sensing that energy that whatever happened to you in the past really kind of, like I said earlier, shook you to the core. Maybe it kind of like changed your belief in life, or changed in your belief in yourself. Spirit is saying you need to be the person that you need the most to yourself. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. At times, sometimes when there's nobody else there to comfort us, we need to hold our own hand to find strength, to find comfort. And we can do that to ourselves, okay? So whatever it is that happened to you in the past, know that you are strong enough. For example, if it happened to a friend, what are you going to say to your friend? How are you going to mother yourself? How are you going to guide yourself? Wouldn't you want your friend to go on the right path with the proper protection, and protection meaning boundaries? You would, right? So if you would want your friend to do that, wouldn't you want yourself to have that as well? So think about that. And Starseed, what lights you up? Your soul is just saying that you have been in this dark space for quite a while. I feel like this thing that has ended made you feel depressed, made you feel really sad, made you feel not enough. And that is not a good place to be in, okay? So your soul just wants you to return to the things that bring you joy. Return to the things that light you up, because you deserve to be happy. Okay, you deserve to bring forward a new version of yourself, and share a new story of your life to the world. And you have the power to create that. You will actually forge that new version of yourself. Last card, please. Transfer. Wow. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. You are being healed, okay? You are deeply healing. Anything that is causing you harm or pain or confusion or anything, trust that Spirit is working to heal you, and it needs your help to heal yourself as well. Okay, moving forward, make sure that you create boundaries. Make sure that you love yourself first before you love other people. Make sure that you continue moving forward, because that is what Spirit wants you to have: a happy, fruitful, and beautiful life ahead of you. Okay, that is what I have for you. Group number 2, I will end this reading here. If this resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section below. The synchronicities are just off the charts, so I would really appreciate to hear your feedback or your comments. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a beautiful day ahead. Bye. Welcome, beautiful souls who selected this rose quartz crystal. This is going to be your reading. We are asking your soul to come through, your essence to come through, and give us the message that it is yearning for you to know. My readings are timeless and it's general, so when you find this video, that's when you're meant to receive this guidance. And please only take the messages that fit your situation. Do not try to force anything, okay? Thank you. Angels and spirit guides, I'm truly, truly grateful for your presence and for guiding my hand as I do my reading. I'm truly grateful. We're going to read now for group number 3. Group number 3 soul. Can you please, introspection. We have insight, introspection. Please have one more, please. One more, please. What else? What else? Whoa. Adaptability. Thank you so much. We have 2 ins here, and we have adaptability. Wow, look at that image. It's like a congregation of souls, congregation of your ancestors, a congregation of your guides surrounding you. You are this peach selenite. They're surrounding you and they're trying to give you insight or their input in the situation that you are experiencing right now. Spirit is just saying that you have that insight deep within you. You just need to do some major introspection, okay? Most often than not, we try to let the outside world dictate us on how we live, what we need to do, how we eat, what we watch, but what do you want? Does the outside world know what you actually want? Then how do they get to dictate what you are, eating, what you are drinking, what you are doing with your time, Why would you allow them to do that when they don't know you from deep within? better question is, do you know you from deep within? Spirit wants you to connect to yourself. Spirit is wanting you to contact it. Your soul, your essence, is craving for you to give it attention, for you to connect to it, for you to consider your own truth. Perhaps you are living in this, in this life wherein you just surrounded by so many different ideologies, surrounded by so many different ideas, different fads, different trends, different everything, and your mind is just so clouded with all of these information. Your mind is just so heavily clouded with all of these, and you don't know what to do. You don't know what should you do, what should I do, what should I wear, what should... Breathe. Go back to your soul. And there you will find the real you. You will find the real things that will bring you joy. You will find the real things that are actually important to you, and not things that are dictated by society. Perhaps you are someone who's, feeling overwhelmed by everything that's going around in social media, in the society. Do not limit yourself. Do not prevent yourself from growing forward, because, this is what society dictates. I don't want to cuss, but you can F social constructs. Okay? That is not important. What's important is how you truly feel on a cellular level, on a soulful level, because that is the true you. You are being asked to do some major introspection, to gain some insight on yourself, to gain the view, the perspective, this vision of yourself that your soul tribe is seeing you for. Okay? They're seeing you, the true you, but are you seeing you? You need to do some introspection. That is what Spirit is pressing. That is what your soul is wanting you to do. Meditate, go deep within yourself, and have a different insight for the situation, for the things, and you will have a better understanding of why things are happening. You will know yourself better, and it will be easier for you to say no to things that really don't mean anything to you, but you're just doing them just because everybody else is doing it. How does that bring joy to you? You are adapting. You're adapting to the situation, to the society right now. That is what's happening. And you're good at it. You're keeping up with the times, you're keeping up with technology, keeping up with popular media, or you're keeping up with the times, but are you keeping up with yourself? Stretch this field of adaptability not just to the 3D world, but also in the 5D world deep within yourself. That is what Spirit wants you to do. Okay? So take it how it resonates. What is it that's making you feel like you don't have control of yourself? What is it that's making you feel like you need to conform? You do not need to conform. You need to live your life according to who you truly are. Wow, we have a lot. The Great Serving, Mars energy, conflict, anger, softening to love. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Messenger, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. Let me just tap into the energies here. It's funny how Mars and Venus are here. So this could be something related to sexuality, something related to love. Okay, perhaps you're being forced to do something, or something is being presented or proposed to you, something that's not in alignment with your soul truth. Maybe this is something that's your spirit is rejecting. So take it how it resonates. If somebody is making you do something that you are not comfortable with, no is a complete sentence. Okay? I do not want any one of you beautiful beings to be put in a situation where you feel like you can't say no because everybody else is doing it. That is not the right thinking. Okay? I just need to say that. I feel like that is something that needs to be addressed, okay? If someone is doing that to you, cut it. Cut that energy. You do not need that energy in your life. Okay? And once you have severed that, then it is time for you to allow love in your life, and that is when you surrender to the sweetness. Okay? Somehow I feel like this card is also reminding you that life is not everything you see on social media. Life is not everything you see in the society. Life is what you make it. And you have the power to make your life beautiful. You have the power to make your life pleasurable. You have the power to make your life full of joy. It is deep within you. You make your own life. Okay? And with the messenger energy here, I just feel like once you're able to connect to, to reach out to your deeper self, that is when you will realize that you have the power to say no, that you have the power to be your true self. And that is when the balance will be restored, and that is when you'll feel harmonious. To end this reading, any final messages for group number 3, please? Final messages for group number 3, please, from your soul. Final messages, please, for group number 3. I'm truly, truly grateful. Thank you so much for your guidance. Angels and spirit guides, please help me guide group number 3. What does their soul want them to know? Ooh, the crumbling. Wow, this came out in group number 1, I think. Let's get some more. Too much. Okay, before we start, Spirit wants me to address this already. This card is just here to remind you that this is kind of like your ideal I can't speak. This is like your ideology right now, this dark tower here, because that is what you're seeing from other people. That is what other people are seeing when they look at you. Just this facade. Okay, it's kind of like you're reflecting other people. It's kind of like you're mirroring other people. What they do, you do. But deep inside you, that's the real you. Beautiful, lush, fertile, abundant, full of promises, full of hope. This facade is the only thing that's being struck with the thunderstorm. This facade is the one that's crumbling. And funny how this message is so different from the one that came out for group number 1. Spirit is urging you to allow this to crumble. Allow this to crumble, because what's behind it is more important, because what is actually behind it is you. Okay? One last card, please, for group number 3 to end this reading. One last card for group number 3 to end this reading, please, angels and spirit guides. I'm truly grateful. Share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution, and expression. Like I said earlier, who is the real you? Do you know who you truly are? Do you know what you truly want? Do you know what it is that brings you joy? Or are you just following the crowd? And forgive me, and I'm sorry if my questions are making you feel uncomfortable, because I just feel like somebody just kind of like, what is she saying? This is what your soul wants you to know. These are the questions that your soul wants you to ask yourself. Your soul wants to come out of the cave. Your soul wants to speak up and tell you and give you a piece of its mind, to remind you who you truly are, to remind you to step away from the crowd, to step away from this bandwagon that everyone else is jumping into. you are a beautiful being. Your individuality is, it needs to shine through. Okay? There is a pressing message that's coming through. This is not going to be for everyone. Gosh. If someone abused you, or if someone made you do something that is something that you didn't consent to, or something that you're very afraid to speak up about, that you're kind of like, if someone is doing something bad to you, please reach out to someone who can help you, someone that you can trust. Okay, there are phone lines available. Okay, there are hotlines available online. Make sure, if you don't have anyone, if you don't have an adult there, if you don't have friends that you can talk to, reach out to those. Report it. You need to report it. Your soul is urging you to speak up. Your soul is urging you to speak up. Please do. Please don't quiet your soul. Your soul is fighting for you to speak up. You can't just repress this. It wants to speak up. If there is anything at all that is eating you up, you need to release it, okay? That is a very pressing or urgent message to one of you. Definitely not going to be for everyone, but for anyone of you who experienced being forced to do something or being tricked to do something that you didn't consent to, you didn't want. Please speak up. You owe it to yourself, and that way you can heal. Okay? That is the reading that I have for you. Group number 3. If this resonated with you, I would love to know in the comment section below. And I wish you healing and loving light. Bye.